So guys, welcome to another episode. Today I'm in RUNDA. I am just about to reveal to you a nice beautiful piece of a small project we've been doing. This client approached us last year in 2024, around April this year. She came back to the office that after we had already done the site visit and the designs, now putting us on board so that we can execute the project. And we actually finished the project, and today is the day I decided to just reveal. I just thought no matter how small the project is, it was important for you guys to just see what have we executed for this particular project. This is Keith, and this is Keith Interiors. Let's go to work. So guys, without wasting a lot of your time, let me just go into the details. And as usual, you know Keith Interiors, it is all about style meets elegance. With elegance, we're talking about what are the details and how did the thing come out without overdoing or without doing too much on it. So initially, when we came to this particular project, we were tasked to do new kitchen cabinetry, to do the flooring, to do a few doors and the gypsum works. And as usual, when you're doing the kitchen, then it includes things like the electrical works, it includes things like the plumbing works, and those are part of the scopes. As usual, let me just cut across quickly so that I don't take a lot of your time. So I'll start with the floors. When we came to this project, actually, this is a house of more than 20 years old. I think it's more than 20 years old. So people have grown up here. The family is a bit mature people, and if you can picture what a 20-year-old project looks like, it does not mean that it was bad or it was whatever, but they were just trying to bring in the modernity that is in the market, the fashion, the trending things that are in the market, because the family, the old guys, are also modern guys. So there were the 300 by 300 ceramic tiles on this floor. Currently, most people we are doing the porcelain granito tiles, you're doing the porcelain wood finish tiles, you're doing the SPC, you're doing the engineered floors, you're doing bamboo floors. But also depends with where are you doing it and who are you doing it for. And for this particular project, we were looking at a number of aspects, and the aspects are the coordination, the harmony, the variety, and all manner of the interior design elements and principles that you put together so that you can serve the elderly. So we have the non-slip granito tiles, which are roughly around 1200 by 600 sheets, not polished, matte finish on non-slip tiles. So we removed the existing 300 by 300 ceramic tiles to put on this. When we come to the cabinetry, again, there were those old type of cabinetry, the wooden finish. I think there was a time, maybe 10 years and behind, whereby everybody would do the wooden cabinets. It's not that they were bad, even currently we are doing them, but how were they done? And how does it resonate with the current market? So we had to just rip them out and bring in a modern look. And for that particular reason, I just take you through the kitchen quickly so that you see what we've done versus what was there. So, and then also the ceiling we ripped out the ceiling. We had a ceiling that looked like this, and it was flowing from the kitchen all the way to the small breakfast nook that we have created on that side. Initially, I can't remember what the space was serving, but it was a space on that side. So we tried to make this space look like one without having a concave or whatever. I don't know what kind of shape is this, like a triangle kind of roof or a gypsum ceiling, and making the volume look like it's too high. So we just lowered it nicely with simple downlighters, simple gypsum ceiling, a surround decorative cornice molding, which is 100 mm and just runs around. So quickly you start from here. We have the switch to the pantry. Let me just clear with the pantry. The pantry itself is a tiny space. As you enter the dining, so basically you don't want to swing the door inside, because swinging means you're using a lot of space. So we have just brought in a vented door in mahogany, solid, with a nice grab bar. You push it lightly, and then you get just workable or functional cabinets, and those are boxes of around 600 by 400 stacked up all that. And then the client took this functionally properly, and they've just stacked their things nicely, and everything just looks beautiful. It has been done in a way that we have two elements. We have the boxes, those are the shelves, and then we have the workspace, just where you can place your maybe kettle. We have a granite top, we have the backsplash, we have open cabinets, and we also have lockable storages, which are drawers. So someone can still work from here, but someone can also just prepare things, heat. See, like this one, you can heat your thing, you can prepare duff, and then bring it to the front. So basically tiny but functional, not overdoing, not just bringing in things for purposes of aesthetics, but we are combining items like aesthetics together with functionality. Then it is wrapped nicely with just a simple gypsum ceiling, which is flat, a surround decorative cornice. The cabinets are going all the way almost towards the ceiling, leaving a gap of around 120. It takes up a space filler around, a cornice runs on top of that 120. The cornice is around 100. It leaves a gap of 20 millimeters so that you avoid touching the cabinet to the gypsum. Then painted, skimmed the rest of the other walls, and that is it for the pantry. We go to the kitchen quickly today. I don't want to waste a lot of your time. This is what we call the waterfall kind of treatment. So the granite to just finish the surfaces on the sides without exposing. We have a backsplash of around 100 mm in granite. Then the back, I think we have two backsplashes, the skirting and the tile. The skirting takes granite, which is 100 mm, trimmed just smoothly without overdoing. Then the stone, the tiles are the mosaic white, or this is white or beigeish. Then we have, this is the functional area. This is where you're cooking from. So you come in, you stand here, you switch on the DP. One switches on the cooker for you to just ignite without using the matchstick. The other one is a DP that takes up the what? The hood. So you are here, and this is actually electromagnetic. So you can just push your hand to increase the speed, reduce the speed, and also if you swing 3 times, it just goes off. We are also the doors, most of the door handles, some of the door handles, we are using handleless, whereby we are doing the tightest push lock, whereby you just push to open, push to open, so that we reduce a lot of clutter. The same thing applies there, and this is what we call the tightest push handle. Same thing, and then we give you functionality, very important. This is locked, this is not locked, so this you can use it for your decorative elements, so that your kitchen is not as boring as possible. So at times when you're doing these things, you also play a bit. After playing, you go back to work. And then also, as you look around or as you enjoy your space, you still do the functionality aspect, and then you have to throw in the aesthetical aspect, so that your space is not just speaking one language, but it is serving you different or multi-purposes. Immediately after that, again, another push lock, then you can get the high-level cabinets, then the low-level cabinets in granite. And if you can also, if you are someone who's keen to detail, you realize that we are playing around with black and white. So the low-level cabinets and the high level, or the cabinets around the house, are just white, are just almost whitish. Let me say whitish because it's not brilliant white. Then the granite top is actually black to give a contrast to the black and white. Then the handles around the kitchen, the handles that have been put, are also black. So we are talking about black and white, then finished with that slightly light gray floor tiles. So immediately after that, we give you what? we give you the whatever, the under sink, that is where you whatever, the double bowl, we have this. So this is also a push out. So this one you can play around, you can wash with it around the area. So very nice modern way of doing, nice deep double bowl sink. Then immediately after that, this is where now you can put your this is where you can put your whatever. These are like the toasters, the toaster. You can put your toaster here, you can put your blender around here. So this becomes your almost like a preparation area. Again, you have the top cabinets, you have the low level cabinets. Without forgetting, we have a DP switch. One is taking care of the dishwasher. As you switch on, it comes on. One takes care of probably the oven on that side. So that is it. No, one is for the dishwasher and one is for the under sink there. So that is for that area. Again, you get some more bigger work surfaces under there. We have drawers that are nicely soft closing. The handles deep enough. Your fingers like mine are very big, but they can fit in. An aspect that you have also to look into when you're selecting your handles. Then immediately we have also drawers. And on that side, without forgetting, I just noticed that this client is keen to detail. You don't give them just accessories, and they just do not use. Most of the sides we have done the lazy Susie, but no one is using them. They just want it because other people have them. But the reality is you need to use these things because they are functional and not just for status. And on this other side, I also forgot to say that when you have, this is not a big kitchen, it's just a small tiny kitchen, but as you cook here, you need to draw. Look, your sea salt from here. You want to get your coriander from here. You want to get your turmeric from here. So all these are here, and it's also a push soft close kind of mechanism, and your kitchen becomes as functional and as modern as possible, because the essence, actually, the other story I normally just give is, most of the times when a client gives you renovations are the most difficult items, because these things, before they give you to do, they are still functional, they are still good. So you come in and you're destroying what exists, and you have to leave a mark and leave a situation whereby you can even come back, or you can be given more work to do. So basically, if you can compare this particular type of space and what was there, you can clearly say that there is a big transformation. And we were not overdoing. Look at the ceiling, just a flat gypsum ceiling, white painted, warm downlighters. I think these are like 6 watts downlighters. That is it. And let's go back to the other side. So the kitchen, most of the times we have the low level cabinets, we have the high level cabinets, and we have the tall cabinets. The low level cabinets, the high level cabinets, and the tall cabinets. We have the triangle that we normally talk about, the preparation area, the storage area, and the cooking area. So this is now the more of a storage area where we have the pull-out pantry. Then this is where we put our oven, and as you can see in this particular kitchen, the oven, normally most of the times we have the oven, we have the microwave and oven. Reason being, in this particular setup, we have a standalone cooker. Standalone cookers normally come with their own oven, so sometimes you don't have to do the two, but to other people, it is still clean. Some ovens have different functions. We have the 11 functions, we have the 7 functions. Whichever number of functions you're looking for, that's what can dictate you having another kind of whatever. So in that particular case, and the heights, because of standardization, you want to bring, or you want to get your meals from this. So it's not on, but I can just go manual. You want to get your meal, it's already heated. You want to pull it from here. You cannot pull your food from down to up. So basically, this is the standard height where you're supposed to put, so that when you just pull, you place it here. And I suspect that will be the switch, that is the DP. When you push there, it's supposed to just automatically open. So no wahala, no stress. No pushing and pulling things. Soft close everything, touch buttons, and we go, and we are happy. On this side, because you see now the kitchen, we're trying to put up the high levels, the low levels, and all that. You might be left with spaces like these ones, because now this counter goes in. What do? you put in more storage, and you have the Aventus system, and where you pull and push. And then you go back again, because it's handleless. When it gets there, the Titus locks takes care of the rest. So under the wherever, because the oven was to come here, so we provide you with more storage cabinets, and all of them are soft close. You push, you leave it, it will go. You pull, you push, you leave it, it will go. Then immediately after, we have the double door fridge, very beautiful. On top, more storage. All of them cutting across along the gypsum ceiling. So even all the electricals, we've done the electricals, and as usual, I like talking about this. You go to any other site and take maybe take a ruler or take a wire or whatever string, put it here, put there. You realize that our lines are very straight. There are scenarios whereby some clients will say, oh no, I have my own electrician. This happens because of perfection for a very long period of time, but we do not have a problem working with your team, but they will struggle because sometimes you leave them on site to do things, but you'll find this socket is bended on this side and whatever, but some of them will pull it out. Then when you put your finger in between, you realize that the finger just fits and they are all of the same. Then this line is transferred all around the house. Then the plumbing works, we do the fittings, and we redirect the whatever to the galley traps and all other spaces. That is it for the pantry. That is it for the kitchen. Then immediately after, because we have another more special space. So now, assuming we are here, the granddad, the grandmom are seated there, and then the grandchildren can come and sit here with them and just have a meal. This now becomes our breakfast area, and you just don't do it and leave it like that. Again, the ceiling was taken care of, the tiling was taken care of. Then because of this other space you don't want to whatever, we created this beautiful poof with storage under. You can do a lot of storage here. Then you have the poof and two people can sit. And if it's just maybe a young teenager, girl or boy, they can actually sit like this and enjoy the view on the outside. Assuming it's in the evening, again, these cabinets, they are decorative. We have the whitish and we have the wood finish kind with the light shining from inside, whereby you have your whatever decorations put inside. So imagine it's in the evening, you will still just love the space. Together with the accessorized, the circular breakfast table, it looks really beautiful together with its furniture. Apart from that, because this becomes now our breakfast area, we do not forget to give you some more cabinets. So we have this beautiful cabinet, which is this is MDF with beautiful aluminium door and glass. Then you can display your crockery, and then this can be your crockery cabinet. Just beside it, this becomes your coffee station. You want to prepare some coffee, you want to prepare tea, this becomes your area of preparation. So this can be called a coffee station. So this is the coffee machine. People can go to an extent of even having the big coffee machine. It still will fit here. Then we have drawers that has those things. I am here with my friend, just serve you quickly, prepare for you, and you will go. So that is it. Again, soft close everything, and that is it. So quickly, without wasting your time, let me just take you through. The kitchen normally comes, the kitchen, the pantry, and always the laundry area or the dobby area. So let's see how the dobby area looks. And before I forget, actually, if you look at the original videos, you will realize that we only did an improvement on the doors. We haven't touched the frames, but we supplied the doors so that you don't have a beautiful kitchen, beautiful floors, beautiful ceilings, beautiful lights, beautiful everything. Then you have the flash doors that were there initially. You can throw in them the doors in the video so that they can see the difference between what is in and what is there. And also even the incorporation of the handles. How beautiful does it look? So quickly, let's look. And then remember, we did all the skimming and paintworks in the areas we worked around. So you can clearly see that even the paintworks are looking so nice. So here we start from there. The ceiling was treated nicely. We have kidogo storage here for putting your kiwi, putting your brushes. You want to brush your shoes, that is where you store. The tile works has been done nicely. So as you come in, this is where you do your decor. Currently they are doing decoration, but this could be your storage area for open whatever. We have a nice cabinet because the space is small and the walls were there. You do a counter of 400 or 350. Then you do the drawers there. Then you do the doors. Then you can use it for more storage. The space looks neat. You have your floor trap around there. You have an open space there that fits in a whirlpool. Whirlpool probably is the name, but this is a washing machine. 8 kg and basically might be a wash and dryer. That space is just a floating counter or a floating granite all the way. Nice tiles on the backsplash. Those are ceramic tiles. And then immediately after, we give you a Adobe sink, which is black, matching very closely with the granite. Then the contrast between the tiles and the top really just looks top notch. Then we have again the pull out tap or the pull out mixer. Then on top again, I give you more storages because this is where now you put your detergents and any other thing, gloves or any other thing that you might need in this space. Again, the ceiling was, I can't remember how this place looked like. It was a bit complicated. I think we demolished a few walls here and there, but we made it to look so simple and so elegant. Again, we have the high level cabinets for more storage. You can iron there, finish, you hang the things here before you go. If you had the smaller things, you can just slide them in here and then go. So guys, that is it for this particular project. Thank you so much for always taking your time to watch our episodes. Do not forget to subscribe to our social media pages and on our YouTube channel at Keith Interiors, where style meets elegance. Asante.